Yeah, hello. I've been seeing a lot of questions on the Goblin Cleanup Discord, so I decided to try and answer some of those and have them more in one video, for ease of access sort of thing. So, to start off, I've decided we will look into the co-op issues. If you have someone saying they have a public lobby, but you still need to join with a password, I don't know who any of these people are, but if they say they don't have a password, just leave it blank and hit confirm, and you should be able to enter with no problem. Another thing is if they say the public is opened, and you still can't see the lobby name, if the Steam is attached to the Discord, you can click their Steam, and if I go and host, just for example, and do confirm, if you were and they can't find your lobby either, what you can do is you go to their Steam. If I refresh, you'll see this. You can do copy link, and what you want to do is if you paste and go, it will ask, can I open this link up in Steam? You say open link, and it will let you join their lobby. So that's what you can always do. Even though the links will always look pretty much identical, you will always need to make a new link every time you start a new lobby. Another issue is what people have is typically if someone is drawing mid-match, you will come across this bug. What this is pretty much means you're going to have to restart the lobby regardless. There's no way to fix it. So just restart the lobby, it'll go away. What we think is happening, and I say we as like just random players I play with, we think what they're loading in a different area, so it's still trying to load that area in. So yeah, just reset the lobby, it will go away. You have a shop over here as well. We currently don't have a mail model, but that's being implemented in the next update, so we'll have that soon. But yeah, your shop is here. You have your customization area over here, and yeah, that's where you customize. You have notes here. This is where you pick up things. I'm missing a lot because there was a bug where when the game updated you would lose your notes, so I've lost a bunch. And you've also got a little manual here of tutorials. It's the video there, so it's animated. Very handy, very informative. I really like this feature. Just kind of wish it was kind of the same with the enemies, but I understand why not. But still, very cool. To rotate items, there's a bit of a clunkiness to it if you're not familiar with how to use it. But you rotate, hold down R and move your mouse. It's a little bit weird, but once you like know how to use it, it's super easy. But it's still very awkward to get it through doorways, so doesn't matter how well you master it, it's just still a little bit clunky. So to begin, I will be talking about probably the Shadow Cat. So let's get my mana done and just turn this on. Ooh, not all the way. You can see the cat. Kind of, it will be walking in the ground as a shadow. So you hear meowing. That's because the shadow cat that's nearby wants to steal the mana. It can do that, or you can just be near it and it will let you pick it up. So pick up your cat and take them to your safe spot, your safe point. Leave the cat there, you get XP. The only reason why there's multiple of these cat boxes for it is just because if you are somewhere else, you can just put it on there. So that's the only reason why there's multiple. Like I just said, you want to put the cat down so it doesn't keep using up all your mana. So, not that there's a limit of your mana, it's annoying to refill it all the time after you've done it, and then the cat just takes it all for no reason. But like, Can you be upset with a face like that? One thing as well is, like the torches, every mana item has 3 different states. On this map, this mushroom hurts you. If you make it super tiny, it's super tiny. Put it in its middle stage, it's normal, it's fine, it's where it's meant to be. When you make it stronger, it makes this poison. This hurts you. Don't keep it on that state. Make it back to normal, and this will count as your mana. Again, make sure your mana objects are on the right level, not deadly and activated. Another example is, again, the lights. You've also got your traps. Make it too much, it grows these purple lines, they hurt you. This is the acceptable level, all the way down you can go through. There's multiple ways to use a slime for longer. So instead of the one use, and get rid of the slime, the mimic. There's 3 types of slimes. Currently in the game, you're only really going to be using 2 different types. The third one doesn't have a use really yet, besides one example. Slimes can be bundled. If you make them too big, they kind of blow up. They don't like being that big. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, there we go. If you put your slime on a stick, you can press X to drop it. You can pick it up with 1 and throw it with right click. You can pick it up and start to mop blood. After time, it will start getting a bit more pinkish than reddish, and then it'll just be too blood sick to continue mopping. As you can see, it's kind of red on the bottom. It's not the clearest, but you can kind of visually tell a bit. So if I clean up all this blood, it's very bloody now. It might die in the next one. Nope. In the next one then. Yep. You can see by that little ghost and the crossed out eyes that now it is blood sick. Typically, if it becomes too sick, you would also be careful, because if you put it on things, it does make a mess. But you would have to fit it to a mimic. Otherwise, if it gets very bloody, now if I drop it as well, it will make a mess. But if I put it back into a bundle of slime, I've got a new clean slime. So now this doesn't count as a blood sick slime, so you don't have to worry about feeding this into the mimic. But one thing to be aware of is, let's just drop out all the slime. Your blood sick slime does remain, just so as long as it's in a big pile, it's fine. So what I like to do typically, because these are usually all over the map, you want to get your Manodon, put this on the highest setting. This makes it overpowered, and if you walk into it, it does damage, it will kill you. So just don't get close. If you point your stick out with right click, you will see it, red particles around it, and it'll start to sizzle audibly. Now it's a red slime. Pyro slime, fire slime. So make sure when you're done to put it back to the normal power, so that way it doesn't hurt anyone, and you have your mana object. So in order to make a fire slime, you just need pretty much any fire source. Bonfires, these are in most maps, but there's only one exception. In the hot springs, there is one there, well, multiple there, but even though it looks like it should work, it apparently does not meet the requirements to actually make a fire slime, which is weird. However, small fire sources do not work, so candles, and these candles on a stick, I forget what they're called. One thing to take note of is that it lasts a lot longer than a normal slime, and it can clean up a bigger distance. So if I clean here, it kind of cleaned that and that one, so it has a wider range. This does eventually get blood sick. All you gotta do is just go back to any fire source that can and just sizzle it and it will be cleaned. A warning, a fire slime is very dangerous. See how there's blood stains? If I right click, I can throw it. It does damage, but if you're within range, and it cleans up all the blood in the area. Another thing that the fire slime can do is be a hazard to yourself. If you're holding it for any reason and you run into a wall, you can kill yourself. That happens quite accidentally if there's ever a slime on the ground and you just run into it. You can die, so be very mindful of your fire slime. So in order to kill the skeleton, I'll show you just a full tutorial. You need this lever, which to get that you need to get this. So I'll show you how to get there. The reason why you need the lever is to get these cages down so you can grab the key. So in order to kill a skeleton, you need to open the door. You can probably do it without opening the cage, but I like to give them a chance. So press X, drop the slime, pick it up, and throw it at him. And there you go. Also, if you had a slime attached to your mop, press X to drop it. You can't leave if you have a slime attached to you. So for the final type of slime, we have to go to the hot springs. This is the only map that I'm aware of where you can achieve this slime. Oh, well, yep, bug report, I'm Australian. Don't mind that. So, just a little, trick, well, not trick, a little, what's the word? Oh, that was not meant to happen. Okay, so, for the final and last slime, at least currently in the game, just a little tip. If you're going here, get a slime straight away. Because there's a blood stain on the way there, and it just saves you like the tiniest bit of backtracking. It doesn't even matter, but still, it's time. Time saved. Yeah. There's a blood stain there. You can just clean it instead of having to go there. So, your last and final slime that's currently in the game is a frozen slime. What you want to do is you want to go to a icy lake water. You want to pick up your slime and throw it. This is the only way I know how to do it. It has to be thrown. Now you have a ice slime. To my knowledge, this has really no other use than just being an ice slime. But let's freeze your slime again. Putting it in the water doesn't do it. Dipping your mop into the water doesn't do it. It has to be thrown. So pick up your mop. And now start mopping and you make a ice platform. And that's how you get these tickets. So that's how the slimes work. Another thing is mimics. You can hold down E, you have this wheel. We don't have skins currently in the game, but you can name your mimic and it'll just have a name tag. But that's cool. I like to call mine Chester. So if you pick up your mimic, instead of putting it down and like throwing meat into it, you can just click and have it eat the meat in your hands. It's a lot quicker, it's a lot easier. Just be careful when you're near your friends, because it can eat your friends while you do this. Another thing is that you cannot drop the mimic near a safe spot. So if I just keep eating. You cannot drop the mimic near where you spawn. Obviously this would be a death loop, so let's just put you there. Another thing is sometimes you see meat that shines like this. This is your treasure. You need these for the golden chests. The mimic cleans it and now you've got your treasure piece. Funny little thing on this map is you can drop the meat in this. It counts. It's gone. Lovely. Other questions I keep seeing are specifically, where is the third treasure item on this map? And it's even became kind of a joke with my friends at this point that I've made on this server about, how do you get this? Where is it? Thanks to Hades, who constantly is answering these questions just to help people. So yeah, to get this, it's in the dining room area. And I'll show you how to get there now. So obviously, grab the key, go over here. It is here. Interact with it. The fireplace will go down. You go in here. You have a safe spot here. The treasure is here. Also, a little funny thing is you've got a little Scooby-Doo here, so you can spy through the painting. You've got traps you can interact with. They do different things. So yeah, just cool little things. Just make sure no one's in there. You don't want to troll your friends, unless if you do. More power to you. Also, for specifically the challenge of clear the watchtower without the lights on, you have this little notch thing, lever, notch, I'm not sure what to call it, not a lever, but you've got this. Be careful of the trap. This will go over here. If you have, like, oh, shiny disorder like I do, maybe don't put it in straight away. But what you want to do is you put it there. Do not activate this at any point. It will instantly ruin your challenge. Even when you're leaving, it will ruin the challenge if you put it on. Just leave, don't interact with it. But you can turn it on. And then you can see. But again, don't be like me. Don't turn this on at the very end and lose because you didn't realize. If you feel like that might be an issue, leave it down there and attach it at the very end and leave. Just be aware. Don't be like me. So, the kitchen has a few awkward things that I see people just stumble on for the first time. So to start with, if you've lost one of your bullets for your ballista, someone's probably triggered it. It's probably over here. My suggestion is to never fill the ballista. Just put the bullets next to it at the end. You can put it on very easy. No big deal. Here is your record player. Up on here. I miss this a lot sometimes for no reason. I know where it is, I just keep missing it. The same goes for one of your treasures. It's over here. And you've got your plates for the kitchen. It's over there as well. You've also got a teacup. I don't know why, on like one of my first playthroughs, someone kicked it over here by accident in the corner. We couldn't find it for the longest time. It smashes, so keep that in mind. This goes in the kitchen as well, so you know how it is. Hello, kitty. So, you've got a pot in the kitchen that you need. It is all the way down here. This is easily missable because people just don't look up. So, you come in the meat room, your last pot is over here. Another thing is, I'm very ironic. I'm Australian, and I'm scared of spiders. They're cute, but I don't like looking at them, so now I'm going to just be looking at my feet, and not the top of the screen. Come on. I'm just not going to be looking at it. I'm not looking at it. Even if it is cute, it freaks me out. What you want to do is just yeet it up. Oh no, it didn't go up. Just don't look up. Just don't look up. Just don't look up. Just don't look up. Grab it, yeet it, run. It counts. Oh no. Hey, just go up. Please. I think it's there. Just, yeah, just get it to the sky. If it's with its mama, it's not my problem. Also, you have a trapwire here. It's kind of shiny. This can be blocked by items as well, so keep that in mind. And yeah, that's usually where the last pot is, so that's a bit of a clunky map as well. Also, this map, it has 2 keys. This has no real location where they stay. You're fine, you don't gotta worry about where to put the keys at the end. I usually just leave them in the doors because I'm lazy. Every other map that has keys, they usually have a place that you gotta put them. Not this one. Don't know why. So, Dragon's Lair. The crypt is very awkward to find in this game. I don't know why. There's no real way to like find it for some reason. Very weird. What you want to do is come over here, jump down. The crypt is there. If you want to get the achievement for the shortcut, open the shortcut in the... open the shortcut without getting killed by the dragon. I can show you the legit way, or I can show you the way I typically do it at this point. I will just say, the dragon has 4 rotations. It comes from there, and it'll come this way. Then it goes that way, and then it goes that way, and then it comes back here. It has 4 different rotations. It is it goes by a sequence, so it's always predictable. So if it goes there, it will go there next. I don't know where. Yeah, so now it's there, it will go there. The next one will come here and attack me where I'm standing. So I should do this rather quickly. What I like to do is I like to stack items over here. If you're lucky, you can just do it with this. Aim for the railing, jump, and there you go. What I always do, because I die a lot, is I put my save there, and I run up here. Jump, get this book, yeet it. I usually yeet the meat. You can put the meat into the abyss. Grab this. If you're not confident, just throw it. Then jump. Try not to die. I normally fail that. So very surprised I didn't. Grab this. Activate it. This puts down the railing. Now put it on power. And now you've got... And see, now the dragon goes that way. And then it will go that way next. You can now die to the dragon, it doesn't matter. You've gotten the shortcut unlocked. You can now no longer worry about trying not to die to the dragon. It will happen. It's not a big deal once you get that. So another thing is, there is a thing you need for the crypt over there. I like to try and get someone there once I go deeper into the crypt, because it's just easier to throw something you need to someone and have them throw it back. There's skeletons here. I like to leave them built towards when I leave. I like to leave one item left, so that way I don't have to like walk around with dodging them. They've actually nerfed them a bit, so that's good. But keep in mind, it's icy. There's a skeleton over there. He almost hit me. That's very lucky. There's another one here as well. And there's two more. Turn. Don't fall in. You can go either way, depending on which way you just slide. There's another skeleton right here, so I've got to be careful. What I like to do is activate this. That will open this door here. This was originally locked. I like to have someone throw me the item there and throw them the treasure, and we focus and rotate. I have a bad throw. You can make that easily. Don't stress. And then you take... They would throw one of these back down, but a different one. And yeah, you can just fill it out. And then you're done with the crypt. I'm just gonna die and restart. Last thing for this level as well is, as of recording, I'm pretty sure that this is a bug. But if I just went over here. There are these wooden boards. They're meant to protect you from the dragon. It's kind of buggy at the moment. So if I can reach this. When you do this, I recommend highly not to pull these because of the bug. But if you activate it, they drop it down, and then this one gets stuck. It's not a big problem because again, you can just access it from the other side. So I'll just show you for example. Because you will see that there is an item in that area that you need to put there. So if that was completely bugged out, you would not be able to access it. So thankfully, for our sake, can't really see it from this angle. Okay, no. Thankfully, for our sake, let's just grab this for example, even though it's not it. There is this, so even though that's bugged, we can still access it, so yeah, fantastic. So, I'm just gonna show you like the hotspots of the hot springs that you have to worry about. So, to get across the water lake, you have to jump over here. There is a lever. Interact with it to open that bridge. That's how you get across. There's a save point here. There's a few in this area. I'm not 100% sure why, but there's a few. If you come over here, there's tickets. There's also another XP orb over here. I always miss this, my bad. And there's tickets over here too. And there's another one in that lake I showed earlier. There's another save point here. And the one I typically normally use when I do play is this save point over here. I like coming here, getting specifically a bundle of slime. Carry it to this area over here. There's a bunch of blood. There's no easily accessible fire over here. So I like to have one mop up, do my job, avoid him. There's no way to make that go away. So you just have to move around him. There's 2 areas to clean up over here. There's this area. And then there's that area where that fire is. Also, there is an XP orb over here. Grab that, get some more XP. And then there's this area that you've got to clean. These are the only real 2 areas outside of the main area you've got to really worry about. So there's 2 treasures as well. What I like to do is there's one here and there's one there. What I like to do is I like to slowly make my way towards the doors. And again, there's another XP orb over here. When you leave, you will be leaving this way. So, don't really worry about grabbing that until the end, realistically. What you want to do is grab these 2 treasures. Also, when you start making this area complete, you will see there is always going to be 1 restorable object missing. It is that key for that door specifically, so don't stress, you're not missing anything. So what I like to do is, I like to throw these objects over the door, so that way I don't have to backtrack as much. Does it really save that much time? I don't know, but I feel like I am, so I do that. There's landmines. Don't touch the center, they instantly kill you. You can bait them out. It's not really an issue. There's another bundle of tickets over here. And now you've got the hot springs. You have 2 keys here. There's one here. And one here. And there's also an extra pond. Don't forget to check there, because there's items that you need there too. So to get these, you need to unlock a heat source that's inside here. So I will show you. Well, I suppose I should actually go and show you where the treasure is. So yep, the treasure is over here. So yeah, they make it over. They're safe and sound. Find them and slowly make your way there. So in order to get this heat source working, you need to start activating this. You need this lever, that's all the way over here. So I'll quickly go and show. So you realistically will be going this way, but that's currently blocked, so I'm gonna go this way. This is the risky way. You should be going that way, but if you have done this enough times, you get confident enough where you can just jump there. I would not risk it on if you're trying to get the achievement, obviously. So what you want to do is, there is a golem heart over here. Grab it. Bring it over here. Now, you want him to attack this for you. Once he starts doing that motion, you can start going. Don't forget to always turn the torches on, if they're not. There is a book over here that you want to grab as well, just while you're here. Might as well just yeet. Don't forget to interact with this. Grab your level. Put it on. Start it. Now it's fire again. Yo. So you can't turn an ice slime into a fire slime. But what you can do is, instead of the wait for like, I don't know, 5 seconds, this can instantly turn a fire slime. So that's very nice. So now, if I go back outside, also heads up, this does damage to you. Don't die. So, you come out. Also, if anyone knows where this ticket is, please tell me. It's driving me a bit crazy. I've looked here for a bit. No luck. Don't know where it's meant to be. So yeah. So now you can see the water is all melted. You've got your 2 chairs here for that area there. You've got your key. That's 1 key. And here's your 2nd key. And don't forget, you've got a 3rd pool over there with more items in there. So what you need to do is, I just threw the keys without thinking. So 1 key will go here after you open this door, but for the sake of can't being bothered to find that key, let's just assume I have 1 there. So we bring this, and this should probably be the last thing you do end up placing on this map, is that you follow this trail. And there's your door. Again, you have this XP orb here. You can just grab it now. Open the door. Leave the key. My bad, I almost forgot. Put the key here. And then at this point, you'll have this last area here done, and you will be making your way back, ideally. The last thing you kind of do in the map, just in case, put a save point here, so if you die, on the way back, it's not that long, very long walk of shame that you gotta do. And again, remember, jump, there's water there, you don't want to die. I totally am not explaining that from experience. Totally not. Don't know why I keep hearing water every time, but oh well. But fire slimes, they can be used as a weapon. Let's just put that over there. There's a skeleton in here that you need to kill, so let's take him out. Get your slime, drop it. We're gonna throw it at him. Be a bit away. Oh. Oh no. Hey, 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 hey. Nope, not today. Okay, I have, never had that happen before. Oh! That was unintentional. You know what, I'm gonna keep that in. Alrighty. What's a guy to do against a skeleton trying to kill him, huh? Alright, okay. Attempt to boogaloo. Let's make our slime all nice and toasty. You would think you could like jab him with it, but no, you cannot. You have to throw it. Yeet! Oh my! Oh my god, he's chasing. Oh my god, they've changed his AI. I swear he never used to do that. I've never seen him do that before. That's so funny. Holy shit. Come on, sizzle. There we go. That is very funny. Where did he go? Oh. Oh man, he died? Really? Okay. Huh. I've never had this happen to me before. Well, apparently you can kill the skeleton with this. That is not how I intended that to go down. I will keep that for the end. That I've never had that happen before. That's so funny.